Hello, hello, everybody. Oh, why is my camera not showing up? What the heck? Uh, it's on. Properties. Deactivate? Activate? What the heck? What the hell? All right, then let's just do this live. Like this. We're gonna add the webcam again. Yeesh. Video capture device. Yeah, I don't know what it. There we go. I also unplugged my headset in there, so is that working? That is working. Okay. Well, we're gonna do this the hard way yet again. Man, if I have to do this tomorrow, I'm gonna be so annoyed. At least we're getting in, like the hang of it though. Okay, we'll crop this in. We'll crop that in a bit. Let's crop this down just a skosh. And then we'll crunch it down. We'll bring it into the box. And we want it just big enough to be in the box. So if I'm back, where's it at? It's all the way up at the top here. On the webcam border. Yeah. So let's Control Z that. The cropping. Let's crunch it down, move it down, and then trim it. Quick, easy fixes. Boom. See, I'm in the box. So let's adjust the sizing of it to fit the whole box. Right about there. And we'll bring that down to there and this up to there. And we're inside and inside. And we will click off of the sources for that. Desktop capture. I think we are good. Oop. And bam. There we go. My nose is itchy again. But anyway, hey, it's 5 o'clock on Friday. Cheers. Going to make for a good time tomorrow. We are doing another test run here real quick. And you have to turn on self-found. So, I agree. We got some new add-ons. So, I think everything should be in a good spot. And then, yeah, we're going to do this for a little while. I got a barbecue to go to with some friends. I don't know, guys. What do we do? Do we do survival guide or speed run? Let's do speed run. Yeah, I want hostile enemy warnings. Yeah, can't do that. Can't do group quests. And I just can't risk dungeons tomorrow. It won't make any sense. So, I think it's just enable hostile enemies. Submit. Mm. We're off to the races now, guys. That took me almost 2 minutes to do all that, but I'll make a little checklist of it. This is why we're doing the second run through. And I know I can hop this fence if I do it right. Kill, I need to take that off. Kill young scavengers and dust bats. Loot them until you have 60 copper worth of vendor items, including armor. Why would I kill the scavengers and dust bats until I have 60 copper? That just doesn't seem to track to me. Like, what is the point of this? Hmm. Yeah, but why? This just doesn't make sense. This is why we're checking this. Like, kill the young scavenger, go start talk to Joshua, get spring water, turn in rude awakening, except the mindless ones. I don't have rude awakening yet. Like, that's the problem. Including my armor? So what, am I going naked? One. It's all gonna be like one, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not doing that. Like, this just doesn't track to make sense. Because it's kill young scavengers and dust bats. Salute them until you have 60. Like, rude awakening. I only have the mindless ones. Except rude awakening. Oh. I see. Kill everything before. Like just start out like literally accept it, kill all this stuff. That makes sense. This is why we test. Bam. And I dinged already. This makes sense. Yeah, this will have to be the strat. Okay. Yep. That will have to be the goal tomorrow. That'll be okay.
Enough mana.
44 experience per kill. I only need 900. So that's 20 kills. 21 kills. 20 mobs. That's really not that bad to get a level.
My mana is low.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm stuck. Can I run through that? Yeah, I can. I've got 28. Gotta go do this thing.
Watch your back. What is it? Farewell. This had better be good. Beware.
Okay. I did refreshing spring water, except the mindless ones. Now I do the mindless ones. Right? Except the damned. Ah! Which is going to be that one. Yep. Yep, right there. Cool. All right, so what did we just do? We accepted and we accepted. I did not train Arcane Intellect. I get Arcane Intellect at 2, really?
What will you require? Our time will come.
Bam. Kill the wretched and mindless zombies. 8 of 8. Make sure you kill them until you have 33 copper worth of ender items. We're trucking now. We're getting it. Do not need the rattle cage yet. I need the wretched zombies.
More mana. My mana is low.
Alright, here we go. Bonk. Bonk. Bam. Nice. But I need the wretcheds.
Not enough mana.
Nice. Oh, and we need to bring options, add-ons, rest XP, leveling tracker, enable leveling tracker. Yeah, but where's the splits icon? That's what I was looking for. Yeah, look and feel. Do local quality sensors, no batching. Okay, let's see here. Leveling tracker. Enable leveling tracker. That's on. Hmm. Oh, it's just hiding right here. There we go. Really slow because I stopped to figure that out, but we got our mana bag at least. Ha, free water. Let's go. Okay, where am I at?
And you are victory for Sylvanas. This had better be good. Victory for Sylvanas.
What would you ask of death? Remember,
Okay, I think that did it. Kill young scavengers, attempt to scavenger pods, test out wings. Try to avoid mangy dust bats if you can, do them being much tougher to kill than dust bats. Ah. Got it. I don't need to keep doing that. It's got just down on my bar there. This makes it way faster. This getting my mana back is the hard part, but okay, yeah. Yeah, I think tomorrow's gonna be a ton of fun doing this with everybody. Especially if like the undead starting zone isn't just absolutely murked by people being here. Nice, the burn ticked and killed it. And we got a paw. Even better. Saw a scavenger over here, I swear. There's one. Nice. Oh, I need to kill the rattle cages. Shit. Which is what all these fuckers are doing. And this level 12 hunter, for some reason, is here doing it. He's not even getting, like, XP for this. That's gonna suck tomorrow if somebody's out there griefing. Wow, a white hammer, like a mace upgrade. That's huge. If I was a priest. It's melee. Hmm. Ooh, resist. Gnarly. All right, another spring water. Hell yeah. That's what we need. Hey, what up, Pixa? Welcome in. We're trying out some add-ons. Hydrate, you got it. Going to a barbecue with my friends here in a little while, so I figured I'd pop in, do a little test on new add-ons, make sure I understood what I need to be doing. Since tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up fairly early, go for a run, come back, make a good breakfast, you know. But I know tonight, since I'm going to a barbecue with friends stuff, we're all gonna be drinking a lot of beer, and that'll probably turn into shots. Oh yeah. You put like a little pirate icon next to mine since I have one eye, or you do like the little mage frostbolt since I'm a mage? Or I assume you gave me an awesome emoji of some kind. You don't do fancy icons. Fair enough.
Need more mana.
Got some eye itchy. Ah, but yeah, tomorrow should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I just completed the quest, so I didn't need to do that.
What would you ask of death? Beware the living.
Hmm. This isn't. I don't feel like I'm going that slow, and we definitely were slower just because I was doing other things. Oh, talk to Isabella.
What is it? Beware the
Train
living.
Frostbolt. That's it. Just train Frostbolt.
Yes.
Nah. We're gonna trade both. Don't need to buy water anymore. That might be their way of being like, yeah, you know, we can get it done. But now I can just fucking conjure water. Boom. I'm guessing maybe they don't want you to do it because of time management, but
This is better for good. What now?
gotta open all these up. And there's none inside. Well, good now that we know that they're not in here, though, I wasn't sure if it was inside on the menu app or behind. So yeah, just pick up all the scavenged goods. There's one. Thanks, Nightbot. All right, there we go. Let's see what we're getting up to now. Bam. So grab like the 4 over here, grab a couple over here, and then now that I've done that, I have to go to the Nightweb spiders, which are that way. Welcome back, Pixa. We're just now leaving the driving range. So, all right. Kill the spiders. Yeah, these split times are real bad right now, but especially with this level 12, that's just here running around killing shit. Like, he's definitely slowed me down a bit on stuff, but... I don't know what he's doing. Like, they're all tagged. He's just tagging all of them. And I gotta go in the cave, so... I really should just work my way into the cave. Yeah, he's only been here for like 20 minutes, but it's been long enough that it's like, well, shit, you know? I mean, it is what it is. I just hope it's not the case tomorrow. Like, I hope tomorrow the only person I'm competing with is, like, Vibes, because I saw that he was doing an undead when I checked his stream out today and chatted with him, you know? And I don't know if grouping's allowed or not, but if it is, I feel like we'll probably just end up doing that if we're, like, the only 2 out here. Just to not have to be competing on stuff. Not that it really gives us that much of an advantage, but if it's not allowed, it has to be solo, then, you know, we'll just run solo. There you go. So we'll just be running solo, but that just means that, like, we're going to be competing with each other for mobs. So it kind of comes down to, like, who gets the head start on quest mobs. Right. So, like, if, you know, a random runs by and gives me stamina buff, I have to click it off, right? Like, only buff I can have is Arcane Intellect because I'm a mage. Well, I can have Frost Armor. Yeah, I mean, I think the worst I would be guilty of with it, Pixa, if I'm being entirely honest, is like I'm focused on doing something and I just don't notice that it's there. And then I look over and chat's like, you got buffed. Or a mod is like, dude, you have, you know, 27 minutes remaining on your outside buff there. And I'd be like, oh shit, you know, immediately click it off. Like, not trying to intentionally keep them. Just because it is a lot to, like, be mindful of. That's my strat. That's my real strat. I'll just find all the other competitors and keep giving them intellect. So they all get DQ'd for not clicking intellect off. That's not in the spirit of the competition, but I do find that humorous in the moment right now. It'll be all right. Especially with like players competing against each other in the zone, it kind of slows everything down, and you have to be a little bit riskier with your play to get ahead. Like if the Torrent starting zone has like 9 or 10 of them in it, that's gonna be ridiculous. And I know if I go this way, I can kill this one and that one and go up on the railing, and there might be a chest up there. I am practicing for tomorrow, Ben Frank. But I am going to be going to a barbecue shortly, so I probably will have to get ready for that. But I just want to finish out this cave, I think. I'm waiting for my friends to text me back, because they said they wanted to meet at their place in a half hour. But yeah, it's a hardcore classic, self-found. The cool thing is, if what level do I think I'll get to? If everything goes smoothly and I'm quick, I think I can comfortably say, like very comfortably say 12. If everything goes smoothly and quick, and I'm like way on top of everything, and I don't drink too much tonight, so I'm not hungover, and I get lucky with drops on everything as well, I think I could push 15 or 16. But it's also going to be situations like this. Like, I've been done drinking now for 10, 15 seconds, chatting with you. I'm going to have to be real mindful of chatting tomorrow to not screw myself over on that. And see, this is like where something has to be risky, you know? I got to take on both these spiders. But see, there's a chest. And see, like, this chest could be a huge boon for me. Okay, it was some silver and a ragged cloak. Fair enough. But I've killed all the nightweb spiders I need to kill. I know there's another chest in the back, but I don't want to go that way. And I took my time getting in here, so now I got to kill my way back out. Well, Ben, like, getting good gear, I just don't think is that viable of an option. Like, because I can't really run a dungeon, because it has to be solo, so I can't group for anything. The best I could do is, like, get lucky and come across a couple rares and maybe get greens. Or, like, a good quest reward for a green. This is not a good spot to be in. It's all self-found, so if I do quests, I can get that gear. If I farm up the mats, I can make gear. The question on that would be, like, could I farm up enough mats in tailoring to make gear high enough eye level that it would be worthwhile? Oh, really? It's only veteran quests? I can't craft? I mean, I wasn't really considering crafting anything other than, like, maybe bandages anyway, but I thought I could craft as long as it was all, like, I did all the materials for it. And it was, like, a recipe that came from a vendor or I found. Yeah, okay, cool. I think Rogue and Warlock are going to be the most popular. I'm going to die right here. Ooh. The poison's going to get me.
It's not ready yet.
What was that? Did I just die but not die? Uh, I didn't die. So I'm going with it. I didn't do any hacks, I promise. Oh, no, you're good, Pixa. And I know I'm just asking you a bunch of questions. You just happen to know better than I do, I'm sure, because you're a mod, so. And I did read the rules, I promise. But yeah, Ben, I think it'll be... No, Ben, I guild lead for us. That's what I do. I guild lead and raid and push keys. But I watched the MAK'GORA, this challenge that happened the first time. This is the second iteration of it, with a bunch of streamers that I really enjoy watching, participating, and I was like, this is so much fun. I had a great day just watching that stream, like those streams. So I want to make sure that I'm in a, like, I wanted to be able to do it. I'm stoked I get to be here to do it. I did a TikTok earlier today and tagged a bunch of the content creators in it so they could all share in it. But no, classic hardcore is not my jam. When it first came out, I got to level 14 and then sat on the auction house because a brand new server, brand new game mode, you know, and sat on the auction house and just played the auction house till I gold capped my character. And then I just gave all the gold to the guild so the guild could raid and stop playing. Ding-a-ling. Yeah. It plus like at the end, it's anybody's game. Like somebody could make a simple mistake and die. I know people are gonna get like the skull from the leveling zone and try to use that tomorrow, where it hits for a ton of damage, right? But you only get one. So then it becomes like if you use it in a hairy game early on to get your advantage to guarantee your progression into another round, then you don't have it later on, right? But if you sit on it too long, you may get killed before you have the opportunity to use it. So that's also a problem. Look at it. Look at it says for speed here. Die and respawn at the spirit healer. Nope. Not doing that.
What do you require? Trust no one. Speak quickly. Trust no one.
I forget what it's called exactly, but it is rewarded from. Do I have it open on Google? Let me look at my history. I was reading about it on Wowhead earlier because I was like, where does it come from? Is it something I want to go get? Uh, history. History, and then skull. Faintly glowing skull. That's what it's called. Yeah, the cool thing about it, Pixa, is you don't have to do a bunch of quests up to that. It is a one-off quest. So I could, as an undead, go to that zone and go grab it by doing that quest towards the end of my playthrough. But what it does is it steals 75 to 125 life from a target enemy. It's only rewarded the one time. It's only rewarded from that quest. So everybody in theory could have that item one time. For me, it would be one of those things where like my biggest opponent is where I would have to use it right away. So like if I win my first round, I'm likely up against Jarazan, who won the entire MAK'GORA last time. I know his leveling path will make it so that he does not have that item. But, you know, I just don't know if I will be able to compete with him. Um, and my only option there would be like, okay, I might be able to take Jaruzan out, and then I'll lose later on because I won't have that item. Somebody else will have it to use against me, right? Plus, there's people like Mr. Barehands is going to be using like shifting sands or, sorry, sticking sand, the skull, dynamite. Like, I've watched enough streams where people are using like every single thing they can to, try to win this. And I'm kind of going at it of like, I want to level, I want to have a good time. I'm going to give it a good fair shot, like a fair shake in the PvP side of it at the end. Yeah, like they're going to use sticky glue, they're going to use dynamite, they're going to use uh like the skull. And one person could be like, "Oh, pure sticky glue, dynamite, skull." Yeah, this. Did you see that little thing go around me? That's what I didn't know what it was. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I get that people are after the cash prize, but I mean, to do super underhanded shit, that's like, yeah, it's fair, but it's only fair because the rules are precluding it. It's kind of like, oh, we're going to fight each other in armed combat. No low blows, right? And then the first thing you do is kick the other person in the groin. Like, that's not exactly honorable. If I'm going to win it, I want to at least win it honorably. But then there are the people that are like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And there's people in this competition that have that mentality. And again, I watched the problems occur last time in it, and as a competitor, I would have felt very slighted, and that would have been pretty lame. But you know, as like as a viewer last time, I was like, wow, this person did that. Like that's pretty lame, and the punishment wasn't severe enough for what the advantage. Like, ooh, it's a minor advantage. It doesn't matter. Like you're breaking the rules. If you're gonna cheat and you get caught, you should just be auto DQ'd. That's it. You're out. The person that was going to go against you has an automatic. Yeah, Ben Frank, it's already been announced. I can show you the graphic here. I'll show you from my Discord just because I have it. I think this is the up-to-date one. So if I beat Lionania and Jarzan beats Static Dreams, I go against the person that won last time. Men. So I not only have to, if I beat Jaruzan and Mystic wins his two, I get to play Mystic in semis, which I'm hoping to go against. Like I wouldn't mind losing to Mystic. I want to play him. But then there's some really lopsided ones in here. Like looking at this vibes against milk crates, like that could be either one's game. I just don't know how that's gonna go. Um and then like Nightman Laws, oh my god. I don't know if Pastor Susie's gonna handle that or not. Like I just don't know how that's gonna go. That's not the up-to-date one. Well, it's the same positioning. It just has like this doesn't have the replacements on it and all of the people's correct usernames, right? That's the only difference. Like I know that this set down here is all the correct people, I believe, or the correct order. Mystic has to win both his matches, and I have to win both of my matches to play Mystic. If I win my first match and Jarazan wins his first match, I play Jarazan. So, like, Ben, it's put in a way where, like, I would put myself, like, if this was the NFL, I'm like the 28th ranked best team. And if I win my first match, my second match is against the guy that won the Super Bowl last year. That's what I have to deal with. But Leidania may be an absolutely just badass player and will totally stop me, and I'll have no idea. Like, yeah, that's just how it could go. And I won't have to worry about Jarazan. But anyway, I do need to get a ride to my friend's place since we're going to be drinking tonight. Got a challenge ahead. What class will Jarazan play? When I was watching his stream today, he was on a rogue. And I watched, like, he's been practicing it pretty substantially. He had like 4 minutes left and like a third of a whole like leveling bar to get done, and he had it timed out perfectly. Like bam, bam, bam. Got onto the dock, crafted some bandages, crafted some mats. As it ticked down, 4, 3, 2, 1. He dinked 16. Has all of his mats ready to go for the whole thing. Just like beautifully done. You know, the only thing that I watched in that was he accidentally overpulled the Murlocs because they run away in fear when they get low and pull more. So the thing I can hope for is that he just gets a little too into the Murlocs there, like he did today, and one runs randomly into two, and he gets murked right when he has like no time left. That's the only way I can beat him. But I did tell him on stream that I did not hope for that for him. I want it to be a fair competition. But I mean, yeah, he's got it down to an art where I'm like, I've done some casual practice once to get a feel for it, but I want it to be a fun experience. And that's going to be like not just knowing it rote and doing it. I want to see what some of the pitfalls are. And yeah, exactly. He might die on the leveling part. Oop, no, it's the wrong address. But that said, bam, 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 bam. Five minutes. Okay. I gotta raid you out, guys. Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna just raise you over into the ever popular Zaryu. I made all of his bags for him on retail. Fun fact. But I know there's so many people there, you don't have to stick around for it. You know, it could just be whatever, whatever. But hell yeah, thank you, man. You guys have a good evening. I will be on tomorrow. My stream will start earlier than the actual event, just so we can get organized and I can hang out with my watchers and everything. So that should be a good time as well. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. Much love as always. Rock on. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the MAK'GORA, which should be a good time. So until then,